Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome along to meditating. We're going to be meditating today to the feature track. Our feature track for today, beg your pardon, is called Rainbow Forest, and Rainbow Forest is from the album Songbird. And Rainbow Forest is an interesting composition because it is in fact 7 different compositions, and each composition, they're all joined together as one. So it's about 21 minutes, and each composition represents a different energy frequency of the human chakra system. And the chakras are our main energy centers. Just to explain that a little bit, I thought we had some music in behind there, so let's see why we don't have a bit of music. Here we come now. There we go. I thought there was something different about today. Anyway, the energy system, the chakras, are what provide the main life energy for us to continue being alive, and they fuel the main vital systems as well. So, you know, the immune system and the endocrine systems are all fueled by the energy of the chakra system. It's not a proven science, but even science is starting to find out some of these things. So the 7 chakra points are the first one is the base chakra, right at the bottom of the body, and points downward. And it points downward to the earth. So it's basically our earthing chakra. It has to do with our physicalness, our physical health, and all that sort of thing. The next chakra is what we call the sacral center, and it's just below the navel. So it controls the sexual aspects of being human. The next chakra is the power center, and the power center is right in the center of the solar plexus. And it has a lot to do with our personal power as a human being. The next chakra is the heart center. Oops, tap the mic, I'm not allowed to do that. The next chakra is the heart center, and the heart center obviously controls the emotions, and particularly around love and that sort of thing. So if you're having problems in that area of your life, you might have a blocked heart chakra. The next chakra is the throat chakra. It has a lot to do with trust in life. It has a lot to do with how we express ourselves, particularly verbally, and our abilities around our beliefs in expressing ourselves. The 6th chakra is the third eye center, which is roughly about here, and it's on the inside, so it faces inside. So when you close your eyes and you imagine something, you'll always imagine it at your third eye center. The third eye center has a lot to do with our control over our reality. So it has a lot to do with our mind and that sort of thing. And the 7th chakra is on top of, right on the top of cap of the head, and it points directly upwards, quite the opposite to the base chakra that points downwards. Pointing upwards, it is the absorber of our cosmic energy. So we have the earthing energy and the cosmic energy, and then the different energies between. Now, the interesting thing about the chakras is that each chakra has a different frequency, and it's related to the frequencies very similar to a rainbow, because the rainbow is a very natural phenomenon, and actually the rainbow is the different spectrums of light, which when you put them all together you end up with white light. So the chakras, each of them have a colour, a colour frequency which was related to the chakra. So starting at the bottom of the body, the base chakra is represented in the colour red. What you see behind me today here, that really rich red colour represents the base chakra. The sacral center, sacral chakra, is represented with orange. The power center chakra is represented with yellow. The heart center with green. The throat center with blue. The third eye center with indigo, and the crown chakra with violet. And just to take the whole thing one step further, each of the chakras relate to a musical note, and that's what I was really interested in as I was writing this track, and before I was writing the track, was being able to create the frequency of the chakra in the music. So I've done that in this track called The Rainbow Forest, which we'll meditate with today. And so just for your information, if you're a musician, you'll certainly understand this. So the bass chakra is the note C, and the note C on the piano is the white key right in the middle of the piano, if you have a piano. The sacral center is the note D, which is the note between the two black keys. The power center is the note E, and E incidentally is also the bottom string of the guitar, and a lot of heavy metal, heavy rock players usually use that open string to create power in their instrument. So it's interesting that that happens. So it's E. We won't be doing heavy rock, by the way. F is the heart center, and G is the throat and expression center. A, the key of A, key note A, is the third eye center, and B, the crown chakra. So what I'm going to do today in the meditation is I'll lead you into it, and as the music progresses from one key into the next, I'll just mention the chakra that the music is relating to. So as you're meditating, you'll hear my voice come in and tell you, well, this is the sacral center, and the color is orange, and the note is D. So you'll be able to, in your meditation, have your attention in that part of your body on that note and on that color. And what it ends up being is a meditation, is a clearing, healing meditation, because you're focusing, not focusing, but it's because you have some attention on that particular area of your body with the corresponding color and the key. You'll be the resonance of all that together will be clearing the energy in that center. So you can expect to feel with the chakra meditation, you can expect to feel quite clear afterwards. And I tend to use the rainbow forest and the chakra meditation now and again, you know, at least sort of a meditation about monthly or sometimes more. I'll use the chakra meditation as my meditation just to do a clearing, or if there's a particular chakra I want to work on, I'll use a particular frequency. So the Rainbow Forest Chakra Meditation is one of the tracks on the meditation series, which is available on our website. And you can find that if you click the showcase button on the left hand side of the screen. On the right hand side you'll see my you should see at some stage my website address, and if you go into meditation series, you'll find the Rainbow Forest Chakra Meditation in there, and I think it's about $5.99 for a download. The CD with the track on it is available as well if you go into the shop. I think they're about $25. Here we are at meditating on February the 23rd. It's a very warm day here in Melbourne today. It's not very often you hide from the sun, is it? But certainly that's what we were doing today, because it's extremely hot. I think it's like 39 degrees here, 40 in some places, so it's getting a bit hot. But we love the sun, don't we? So we can't have enough of it. So that's good. Now what else have I got to say? I just wanted to mention too about meditation. So if you're new to meditation, then well, hang on a minute, where are we? Here we go. If you're new to meditation, then you'll be able to meditate today, because I'll tell you how, and it's quite simple really. All you've got to do is to here we go. All you've got to do is to sit comfortably and still. So stillness is the most important thing about meditation. It's being able to sit still. And one of the main contributors to sitting still is that you are comfortable. So the sitting stance for simply stillness meditation is sitting in a chair comfortably with your feet flat on the floor, and your hands gently resting in your lap. Just feeling very normal, but make sure that you're comfortable, as I said, because the moment you start to move during meditation, you'll bring your consciousness back up out of that deep relaxing state. So very important that you are comfortable and still. Second main point is to do with just tuning into the music. Simply Stillness uses the music as a background to meditation. So having the background keeps you down in that relaxing tide, deep down under the waking consciousness. So, and for many people who have busy schedules, it's too easy for the consciousness to come back and be awake. And back into waking consciousness, because we're always wanting to think. So very important that you just have the music playing just quietly. You don't have to have it too loud at all. In fact, quieter the better, and just as you hear it behind me is good. And if you let that music run and just tune into the music, you don't have to listen to it too closely, but just allow it to be there and tune into the vibration of the music. The third and perhaps the most important point about Simply Stillness meditation is, what do we do with our thoughts? And many different traditional meditation styles would ask you to clear the mind, and in fact that's where you want to get to. But if you're beginning a meditation, or if you're just beginning your practice and you haven't been meditating long, it's a better idea to not try to do anything with your thoughts at all. So in fact, have your thoughts in your meditation. In fact, there is a lot of good reasons to allow your meditation time to be a contemplation time as well. Often we do, well, not often, but always we do our thinking while we're doing something else. We humans are very good multitaskers, and we're continually multitasking our thought while we do other things. But when you allow yourself to think in meditation, you're actually thinking and you're doing nothing else. You're sitting very quietly and very still, and you've got this beautiful music playing behind you, and in fact what you achieve is a much deeper level of thought than you can while you're multitasking. And so what tends to happen is you can sort problems out in a meditative state, and you'll be surprised actually how much better you feel from allowing your thoughts to be in your meditation. So just allow thoughts to be in there, and if you need to contemplate something while you're meditating, that's absolutely fine. The end result is that after a while, once you start getting rid of all the unresolved the thoughts that are stuck up there in the mind naturally clears. And also with keeping still in your body, as long as you keep your body still, that stillness tends to rub off into your mind after 10 or 15 minutes anyway, and you do achieve a still and clear mind, but it's done very naturally, and it's not forced onto you, or you don't willfully do it. It just happens. And if you're a daily meditator, if you're meditating daily, you'll find that as you progress in your meditations, that you know, having those times when there's just no thought becomes more and more, and you notice you have a lot more of that, and it makes a big difference in your life too, because those clear spots, you'll find yourself having those at different times during the day, and of course one of the main things about having these clear spots in your consciousness is that you start to get in touch with your inner peace. And you know, what is inner peace? Inner peace is that part of you which is absolutely still and calm, and it exists within every human being. You know, creatures, animals all around us meditate. Not all the time, but every so often they go into the state of stillness. And I think it's a very natural thing for them to do that. It's like, it's part of being alive is being still, and it's a different aspect of being alive, being still. But it's very important to rejuvenation of the body and of the body systems, is to be able to be still for extended periods of time. And so when you do that, you're not only rejuvenating the body, but you're getting in touch with this aspect of inner peace, the stillness within you. And after a while, if you continue to meditate daily, after a while that stillness becomes part of your life, and you become a person who tends not to worry and panic about things, and you tend to have a lot of composure. Even when the pressure is on in life, you'll find that it's like you've got a lot of time to sort things out, and it doesn't really worry you to the point where you react too early, or you do a reaction which you hadn't thought about, and then you get a consequence which you didn't want. So meditation does all that. The other good thing about meditating, of course, and why I'm running these online meditations, is that there's a very special thing about when people do things together. When people, the positive effects of meditation are essentially individual, but when practiced across the population, the collective effect of meditation becomes quite a phenomenon. Meditation not only improves health and well-being at all levels, but it does a lot for the body, including the physical, emotional, mental and spiritual aspects of the human body. These health improvements begin within each and every cell of our body. So they're not just improvements in your general health, it's what's happening for you is that every cell is becoming more and more alive. And this reflects into our energy, into the energy field around us of our consciousness. We experience ourselves feeling a lot healthier and vibrant when we've meditated for a little while, and the more we do it, the more vibrant we feel. What's happening there is every cell is involved in that rejuvenation. So my point here with everybody meditating together is that if we translate each cell into a human being, each cell of our body into a human being, and then we and the human body itself into the population of humanity, we get the same effect. Our individual consciousness becomes the collective consciousness of all humans and of humanity as a whole. To most people, human consciousness at a collective level is largely unexperienced, but its effects are pronounced through the boundaries we set and accept as a human race. If meditation were to become a popular practice worldwide, the peace generated through each person would contribute to a transformation of the human boundaries and acceptances. Each person alive would be affected in a positive way. The world would feel like a much happier place. Within that positive feeling, we would act with more compassion and kindness toward each other. We would naturally support initiatives that contributed to life being a more fulfilling experience, and we would end the existence of poverty, crime and violence through the creation of abundance. A vibrant, inclusive economy that equally benefited all people would grow out of the innate creative contribution that everybody naturally brings to the world through their own inner peace. So, it's quite exciting, really. I don't know if you've read a book called The 100th Monkey, but what happens when enough people think a certain way, it changes everything. And it's a phenomenon that exists, but it's not a scientific phenomenon, not yet, but it actually works. And in fact, the way the world is at the moment is the subtotal of all our consciousnesses. And what we can do through meditation is change that. Because meditation is a peaceful practice, we can make a peaceful difference at a collective level. And that really is a powerful thing. So that's all I'm going to talk to you about today. I hope you're feeling really good and ready for your chakra meditation. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start the meditation music. So what I want you to do is now begin to adjust yourself for meditation. So sit comfortably in your chair now and put your feet flat on the floor and your hands gently resting in your lap. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to take a deep breath now. And allow that breath to come out right to the end. And as you breathe out, I want you to breathe out all the tension and any stresses you might be feeling inside. I want you to breathe that out with your out breath. And as you do that, just feel yourself sinking into the chair. I want you to feel very relaxed. Try that again. Another deep breath. Breathe in slowly. Hold and breathe out slowly, right to the end of your breath. And as you breathe out, just breathe out anything that's stopping you from being here right now, so that you're very present with the music. You'll hear the music come in now. And the music you'll hear come in is the music of the base chakra. So I want you to imagine the colour red, and you're listening to the key of C, the C key. Allow that frequency and the colour red to resonate at the base chakra, which is the chakra right at the bottom of your body, pointing downward into the earth. Your attention to the sacral center. That's the position just below your navel. The color to bring into your consciousness is orange, and the key note that's playing is D. And now bring your attention to your solar plexus, right in the middle of the abdomen. Bring in the colour yellow, and you're listening to the frequency of the E note. And now bring your attention to your heart center. Your heart center is roughly in alignment with where your heart is, but in the middle of the chest. Bring in the color green, emerald green, and absorb the frequency of the keynote F. attention to the center of your throat. This energy center is the throat center. I want you to bring the color blue into your consciousness and absorb the frequency of the keynote G. And now I want you to bring your attention to your third eye center. It's between the eyes, up a little bit. The third eye center is the center of imagination. You'll be using it for the entire meditation as you imagine the colors. In this case, imagine the color indigo, purple, and absorb the frequency of the A key. Now bring your attention to a point right on top of your head, the crown. This is the crown chakra. The chakra points directly upward. Absorb or bring into your attention the colour violet and absorb the frequency of the B key. Your chakra meditation is now complete. So you can begin to come out of your meditative state. Keep your eyes closed and you can come back to your waking state very slowly. Take your time. Take at least a minute or so to come out of your meditation. Start moving your toes and your fingers a little bit just to bring your attention back to being in a physical body. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Well, I hope you enjoyed your meditation today. That was the chakra meditation. And of course, as you know, if you want to enjoy that again, you've got some options. On the right hand side of the screen you'll find the link to purchase that piece of music, so you can have it at home, or you can go back onto YouTube and listen to the entire meditation again on YouTube, and you'll see that link on the right hand side of your screen as well. So that's it for today. I'd really like to thank you for joining me in this meditation. And don't forget that meditation predominantly is for your health and well-being, but when we do meditation together, we make a difference to the entire consciousness of humanity and the entire planet as a whole, and so that's worth doing as well. So this is Jeffree, and goodbye for now. I'll be back in touch. If you are a newbie to meditating, you can join the mailing list on jeffree.co.nz, and I'll let you know when future meditations will be happening. So that's all for me. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.